Hi, welcome back. I am going to participate in a trend that has been going around. And when I saw this trend, I was like, wait, is this play about us? Is this play about me and what my channel has been for probably the past 4 to 5 years now? It's called the clean skin trend. And essentially, I feel like this has been thought up by those who were probably a little too young, just 4 to 5 years ago, for the glass skin makeup trend. I feel like this is giving me very much glass skin vibes. To my understanding, if you have a clean skin look, you are someone who is wearing makeup, but it's not too over the top. You just have this fresh aura about you. And of course, I'm being a little comical with this because I feel like all of these trends are just a play on no makeup makeup. No makeup makeup, it's here to stay. I feel like it's been the longest running trend because it's been riding out solid for several years now. But we do love a good, fresh face complexion here on my channel. I know you all do, so I thought I would just show you a drugstore version of the clean skin makeup look. So we are starting out with 2 products. I bring this one particular product out every single summer because I think it is a great dupe for some of my higher end options. It's the Almay Smart Shade, the shade adjusting foundation. This is a great dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Unisex Healthy Glow, which we all know I love, but I realize that one is a little bit too dark for especially those of you with really fair skin. This is a great option where you can customize your color. So obviously this varies in shades. It goes from fair to dark, of course. The shades are limited, but this is not really meant to be, to me, it's always been marketed as more of like a tint, and that's why I feel like it gives you a very clean look. So what I do is I buy a shade up in this foundation. Typically I would be, a fair to light category, but I actually buy the shade medium to give my skin a little bit more color. This is also a great dupe for one of my really high-end SPF options, and it's the Color Science Sun Forgettable Total Perfection Face Shield. This is the tinted shade adjusting SPF from Color Science. However, this is expensive. It is beautiful. I actually just wore this for my family photos a couple days ago. Like, I wore it by itself because it does give such a healthy, luminous look to the skin. But it's literally like, it's over $60. I want to say this is like a $68 product. The Almay one does have SPF 15 in it. Not as good as a 50, I realize, but it's also like under probably the $13 mark. So the way I use this, sometimes I will use it by itself, but I generally like to use it as a mixing medium. So I'm going to take my Good Molecules moisturizer. This is just the priming moisturizer. It's what I use for a daytime non-SPF moisturizer. It's also pretty affordable, and I'll do about 1 pump, and then I will take a little bit of the Almay shade adjusting and apply probably the same amount on top, get it blended in on my fingers, and this also just kind of creates a little bit more of an emollient finish, and you can see it just starts adjusting and looking really healthy on my skin. Again, like I said, it kind of just gives the no makeup vibe, but you can see where I purchased a little bit of a darker shade. It just kind of gives me a bit more color, but make sure you blend down on the neck. I do have to make sure that I blend this in good, or I will have some streaks on my face. So okay, I got a little bit closer so you can kind of see what we're working with here. So it kind of just peps up the skin, gives you a fresh face look. Not a ton of coverage, but I am going to go in with a little bit of concealer. This is the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Concealer. Probably one of the more favorite concealer formulas I've found at the drugstore recently. I've had this one for probably going on 6 months now, And I just really like the formula. It's not too much, it's not too little, and it blends in perfectly. I have some redness happening in the usual spots, so I'm just gonna spot conceal those and blend out with my fingers. I think this concealer blends in with any style of base, and it really performs well if you do use your fingers. I just feel like it looks super creamy when you tap in and use the warmth of your actual fingers as opposed to a brush. It is slightly lighter from the Almay, so, you know, gives me a little lift. I don't know how people feel about this Milani Supercharged. I've heard some negative feedback, but personally, the shade that I have, which is Electric Bronze, I love because it's a really good in-between medium between a blush and a bronzer, and we love a good bronzer over here. I also am pretty confident that this comes in 3 shades, 2 that are significantly darker from this one, but the reason I like this for such a look is because it's almost like barely there. It gives you the definition you need, but it's not overwhelming. It is very dewy though. That is my one caution. I would prefer if it were a little bit more satin, but it still looks really nice, natural, glowy on the skin. If you like glowy products, you're gonna like it. So you can see nice little terracotta. I often will mention this as being a pretty close dupe to my Merit Flush Balm in terracotta. Again, this one's just a lot glossier. I'm going to use a BK Beauty 106 brush. I've been loving this brush. This is BK Beauty. They sent me their full brush lineup. I believe this is Lisa J Makeup's line. And yeah, super soft, lovely brush here. I've been just especially liking this one. So we're just going to tap a little bit of this along the cheeks. Just so pretty, subtle. It's almost invisible, but it does give at least my skin tone the slightest bit of definition. So with the glass skin, no makeup trend, I would probably skip out on blush, but this is not necessarily, again, that trend. It's a little bit different. Most looks and styles I've seen do go for a really natural blush. I'm gonna take my old school e.l.f. cream blush here in Glistening Peach. We all remember this. We all love this. And I'm going to pop this on my cheeks. It's going to give me a slight highlighted look, but again, not anything overwhelming. Okay, a lot of you said you liked when I overdid my blush a couple videos back and that you wish I would wear more blush. So you know what? I'm just feeling it today. I'm going to take a little bit. This is a pretty intense blush. It's from the Bare With Me line. We all know we love the Bare With Me line from NYX. This one is the Jelly Cheek color in the shade Sugar Babe. It is a pretty vibrant pink. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and pick up some just on my finger. Again, back of the hand, pick up with my brush. A little bit of e.l.f. Wow Brow. I'm not gonna lie, mine could be dried up because, you know, I've been trying to actually fill in my brows lately, but I want to keep it super natural for the brows. See, works perfectly fine for this brow, but this is my jacked up brow. I have to like fill in a little bit more down on the bottom here. And sometimes the brow gels just can't do that. Let's take Champagne Crystal from e.l.f. This is one of my favorite shades from the No Budge Shadow Stick lineup. And I'm just going to use this as an all over lid, just a clean shimmer. And then I'm going to take the bronze shade. I've been into bronze liner lately, and I'm going to do a little bit of a bronze moment for my liner. Slash, I don't know. You know what I mean. This is a really good option because it definitely does not go overboard in the shimmer department. And I feel like that's kind of what you want to go for if you're going for a super clean look. You don't want something that's super matte, but you also don't want something that's over the top shimmery. This is Copper Chic, and I'm going to use it as more of a liner, like a smudgy copper brown liner. Again, if you're going for like a really clean look, doing a black, like straight across liner, it can be a little bit more harsh. So this is just a little bit more of like a soft way to define your eyes. I mean, you can already tell like the difference in this one and this one. It's pretty significant. So also just sweep the excess underneath. You already know, Honest Mascara, this has been my ride or die for months. Like, I've not put this down. I'm almost out of it. So, this has quickly become one of my favorite drugstore mascaras. You know what I need to remind myself to pick up is a brown mascara. A brown mascara would be super clean, like really appropriate for this look. But I don't have any browns, and I don't know why, because for a long time, I don't know if you all remember, but for a long time on my channel, I would only use dark brown or just regular brown mascara. So for me personally, I don't know why I equate this with a really clean makeup look, but using a clear, really light, sheer toned gloss. However, my lips, obviously, I don't have the fullest lips, so I do like to use a bit of a lip liner. So again, from BK Beauty, they sent me some of their lip liners, and I've been using the warmer toned one, but I have the shade, this one's called Pink Lady, and I want to use it with my Milani Plumping Gloss in Champagne, and I just think it'll be a nice, pretty pink, light sheer, clean lip combo. These are $12, by the way, so not, I mean, pretty reasonably priced. They are really luxurious feeling. Like when I apply them, they're really creamy, they're very opaque. The lipsticks that are accompanied with these lip liners are a little bit more expensive. They're in like the $24 range, so that's why I'm just going for the lip pencil. Okay, this is my take on the clean skin look. I wanted to do drugstore because it's been a hot minute since I've done a drugstore look, and it was fun to pull out, again, some of my drugstore staples for the summertime. So I thought these would just combine well together. I hope you enjoyed the look. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the products in action. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them down below, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.